Hey Leo, and welcome to your December 2024 reading. I'm so happy to have you here. The lyrics that my guides want me to highlight are: I'm building an antenna, transmissions will be sent when I am through. Maybe we can meet again further down the river and share what we both discovered and revel in the view. I feel like this message might be coming through maybe because it's the holidays, family get togethers, and like having to deal with family or something like that. And you may be dealing with people who don't get you or something like that, and there's like a separation between you and them. And your guides are asking you to like allow this separation because these people need some time with themselves to figure out, to build an antenna so they can so your signals can finally cross and like see eye to eye or something like that. And sometimes people do crappy things, and your guides are encouraging you to love them anyway. And they want me to share this quote with you.
In unhealthy families, one child becomes the scapegoat. The scapegoat is the child who tends to be sensitive, open, curious, slightly rebellious, and may take on different interests than the rest of the family unit. The scapegoat is blamed for all of the family issues. Adults in dysfunctional families tend to externalize or blame their issues on others. This is why a scapegoat is chosen within the family. Typically, this is an unconscious process. Parents use the child to fulfill the illusion that if the child didn't have issues, the family would be perfect or functional. It also means they don't need to take responsibility to change. With time, the scapegoat child comes to internalize the belief that they are the problem. This creates a lot of shame, and self-worth is impacted. Because parents in these homes are highly emotionally immature, they're not aware of their impact. Many people who've been the scapegoat tend to be highly defensive because they've had to defend themselves since childhood. Often, the scapegoat is labeled as a difficult child, but the reality is the parent had a difficult time dealing with and raising a child.
Being the family scapegoat is something I'm very familiar with. It can actually be a very painful place to be. And so if that resonates with you, Leo, I'm sending you so much love because I understand the pain of that. But let's get into the oracle cards. First, we have emotional balance. And on this card, it reads stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. And from the guidebook, it reads, our emotions are the creative engine of our experience. They are like the fiery steed that pulls the chariot of our life. If we want to know what we are creating or why things show up in our life the way they are, we must look first to the thoughts and feelings we generate on a daily basis. This is an ancient saying. There is an ancient saying that says energy flows where our attention goes. Where we turn our focus, emotions build and experience follows. It is time to consider this wisdom in the emotional balance of your life. Taking time to fill your cup on the inside creates a powerful balanced foundation for all our actions in the world. Likewise, when we bring our attention to creating order, peace, and balance in our external lives, this also facilitates harmony within. From this stable and balanced place, we find ourselves more equipped to respond to life's experiences and the emotions arising from them. See your emotions as a natural river, cleansing, filling, and flowing out onward from your cup of life. Acknowledge and express your feelings. Don't let your feelings overwhelm you, but don't ignore them either. Don't allow them to build up inside to the point of bursting. Give yourself space to feel, express and integrate the energy of your emotions as they flow through you. It is time to focus on cultivating emotional balance within. Everything else in life will fall harmoniously into place as a result. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking back on your song. This could actually be you floating down the river, because that's what he's saying. He's saying, I'm floating down a river. Transmissions will be sent when I am through. Maybe we can meet again further down the river. So like maybe whatever's going on with this scapegoat situation, your guides are saying maybe draw your energy back and get some emotional balance, and so you can feel better before you deal with these people again, deal with this toxic situation that's trying to like push you down. And in the tarot, I just feel called to say, like, things are not always going to be this way. Because the wheel of fortune is always turning. Sometimes things are good and sometimes they go, we're always, sometimes they're not good, but whatever it is, it's not going to stay that way forever. And honestly, you may be dealing with immature people that have a lot that they need to learn. That we got the Page of Cups, and this is someone who's like at the very beginning of their journey of learning something. And if they're taking out their inexperience and lack of wisdom out on you as the scapegoat, trying to, beat you down because they want to feel superior even though they don't know very much, your guides are saying it's okay to walk away and take time for yourself. Yeah, and connect with these people when you feel like you can handle them. And it's so cool because we've got the Ace of Cups coming out, and it looks just like the imagery in this emotional balance card. And the Ace of Cups is a lot about self-love, but also loving these people anyway. I teach tarot with music, and my song for this card is actually Love Anyway by Kina Grannis. You might want to look that up. That might be helpful for your situation, because these people are struggling with a lack of maturity and a lack of understanding, and that's why they're acting so misaligned. But that doesn't mean you need to stay in their energy and with them or whatever. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to love yourself enough to do that. Yeah, and you might be dealing with a home situation, like the family you come from. The Four of Wands can represent the home or your foundation. Something that has to do with your foundation could be, I don't know, your religion or your political beliefs or something like that. And like people are just not meeting eye to eye. Something about the foundation. And your guides are saying it's not a time to argue with these people, because experience is what they need to be able to understand you and understand where you're coming from. And experience is not something you can give them. So it's kind of like a lost cause to explain things to them, or try to talk them through this, right? Because they need to experience so they can gain wisdom. So you have nothing to prove. You don't need to convince these people anything, right? Because the wheel's always going to be turning, and they're going to experience what they need to experience to help them gain this wisdom. But what your guides want you to know most importantly in this reading is that you don't need to fix this situation. You don't need to convince these people of anything. And also, you do not need to take on, I feel like the most important thing is you do not need to take on their immaturity and lack of wisdom as anything that could identify you. Like you don't need to identify with anything here. They're trying to make you the scapegoat, but that doesn't mean that's what you are. And love yourself, and just pour love into yourself this month and give yourself time to heal from this. And if you need space from these people and this situation, your guides want you to know that it's okay to walk away and take time for yourself. That is the message for you, Leo. I hope this month goes well for you, and I hope you know how amazing you are. And that is it. So I'll talk to you next time.